All right, up next on the Sal Show is a... Oh, wait, it's me.
Oh, yeah, it is you. For a second, you were introducing yourself.
Yeah, that's, I think, what you're not... I think that's one of the golden rules of entertainment. Don't introduce yourself. Stay within your time limits and don't introduce yourself.
Well, I'll do the honors in that case. So viewers, with no further ado, let's watch Chris doing what he does best. Comedy. So, who are your influences in comedy?
I mean, I've been, like I said, I've always been into entertainment. I mean, I grew up on, Eddie Murphy, early Jerry Seinfeld, Rodney Dangerfield, Richard Pryor, of course. I really loved growing up. My dad got me into the Mel Brooks movies.
Okay.
Young Frankenstein, it's a Broadway, they did a musical now, yeah. One of my all-time favorite movies. Gene Wilder, great comedic actor. High Anxiety, an underrated, all you watching at home, Netflix or whatever you gotta do, get High Anxiety, Mel Brooks, great movie. The Airplane movies, the Zucker brothers. I guess those would be my early influences. And then from there, I was like, oh, that's funny, I like to laugh. There we go.
Great. And about your acting, do you like to play humorous roles or do you opt for serious ones also?
I often get cast as a humorous role, but I definitely do. One time in a play, I played a serious role. I like it. I like getting out and performing. And I'm still, hopefully coming up, and I'm definitely not turning down anything. And I would definitely love to do more dramatic stuff, just to change it up. And I know I can do it, and we'll see what happens down the road.
Great.
If I'm always the comedian, that's fine too.
Sure. So, I want to ask you, do you do any impressions by any chance?
Oh my God, I'm horrible at impressions. I do a Kermit the Frog impression, and it turns into sounding like the character Aw Poof in The Simpsons.
Oh, well, I'd like to hear it. I think all of us would.
Kermit the Frog, let's see.
Please.
Oh, wow.
I can be Miss Piggy, I guess.
Okay. Never in a million years, Priya. Never. You have more of the Janet, the one from the band, the Electric Mayhem. You have more of her build. Not Miss Piggy. Don't sell yourself short. Come on.
All right.
Not for that swine. Let's see. Let's see. Well, today on Sal's show, Kermit the Frog is impersonated poorly. So please come to The Simpsons on Apu. Yeah, I can't do impersonation. That was horrible. I can't do impersonations. I can do a voice of someone's like, hey, we were at this business meeting and whatever. I mean, I can walk by and mock in today's PowerPoint presentation, or if you can download the webinar at, I can do those. I can't do flat out voice impersonations.
Okay.
Oh, I can kind of do Morley Safer.
All right.
From 60 Minutes?
Yeah, sure. Let's hear it.
I don't think he smokes cigarettes, but I've always saw him. He's an old, crunchy reporter from the 60s and 70s.
Yes.
I've always thought he smokes. I'd be like, I'm Morley Safer. Tonight on 60 Minutes, Leslie Stahl does all the reporting. And of course, John Donovan's on vacation again. And Andy Rooney. That doesn't even sound like Morley Safer, but that's me doing Morley Safer.
That sounds like Morley Safer with a cactus caught in his throat.
Yes, or dead. I don't know. I'll work on. I'll work on a Priya impersonation. I'll come back.
That's okay. None taken.
You do impersonations?
Well, I can do a Steve Urkel.
Give it, Priya doing Steve Urkel.
Okay. Try not to laugh. It's not that great, but here goes nothing.
Howdy ho, Winslows. I'm Steven Urkel.
Okay.
That's better than my impersonation. Priya.
So that's
Priya you'll be starring as Steve Urkel in the Family Matters musical.
Okay, I could be the Indian Steve Urkel. Maybe Stephanie.
Stephanie Urkel Patel.
Yeah, Stephanie Urkel Patel. Or how about Shivani? Shivani's more Indian.
Shivani Urkel Patel.
That's cool.
There we go, the musical.
Yeah, I can live with that.
Get a producer, I'll get a ticket. I'll
Okay.
get you a ticket for my show. We'll just swap tickets.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, sorry, what's your name? Chris, it was really nice talking to you.
No problem. Everyone gets my name wrong. Chris Timoney. The first time my name was in the paper. Chris Toomey. It is either Timothy. Just think, Tim Timoney, Tim Timoney, Tim Taru.
Yeah, I almost called you Chris Timothy.
Yeah, everyone's been doing it for years. Don't worry about it.
That's okay. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Great, and it was really nice talking to you.
I look forward to seeing you in the future,
And good luck
Priya.
with you.
Thank you.
with
Good
your
luck
show.
with you.
Now, let's watch Chris in action. Viewers, here is presenting Chris doing his best at comedy. We'll be back with more with Chris right after his performance.
Yeah, but some of the things from 2009 that are still prevalent in 2010 are some of my favorite things. I watch a lot of TV. I used to work in television, so I kind of, I don't know, I look at it differently, you could say. But still with my eyes. I'm not like watching TV like turned around. But anyhow, I love the ED commercials, like the Viagra commercials and the Cialis commercials. Love those. Those are very entertaining. Now, clearly, they're targeting different audiences. Viagra, they had the commercial. It's the guys in the 50s in Vegas, they're whooping it up. They're drinking their whiskey, gambling. They're with young women, popping Viagra. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, Vegas, we're going to have sex. I'm going to go home. Take some more pills. You can book another vacation to Vegas. Woo, woo. That was the Viagra. You know, that's who Viagra's reaching out to. Then you had the Cialis commercials. Now, the Cialis commercials, same thing, pretty much. You know, you get old, can't get it going. This pill is going to do it for you. But Cialis took a different approach. Cialis definitely geared towards the more conservative sexually active adult. You know, as opposed to guys in Vegas with like strippers and young chicks popping pills and drinking whiskey and gambling. Cialis, you had the couple, you know, penny loafers, matching cardigans, you know. Oh, honey, you know, I love you. I'm so in the mood right now. Maybe we should do it. Oh, I'd love to, but let me finish the quarterly taxes. The pill lasts for 8 hours. We can get to it later. Oh, that's so right. We can. And then, you know, that's the type of crowd they're getting into, you know. Want to make love, not in for the just in for the you know. And then somehow in the Cialis commercial, the couple ends up in separate bathtubs on a hill, you know. I never understood that ending. I don't get it. First of all, that guy better not be cheating on his quarterly taxes, or maybe he is, because how the hell are you going to pay for that plumbing? You get the plumbing into those tubs, and they're just sitting there in the sunset. Oh, you know, penny loafers and cardigan sweaters all scattered around. Oh, honey, this was great. I'm glad I don't have to lie in a bathtub with you after. Never understood that. But my favorite commercial of the erectile dysfunction ones is the Viagra commercial. They still air it. I think it started airing at the end of 2009. It's the guy, he's in his 50s, you know, walking down the street in the city. Do. That's the song in the head of a 50-year-old white guy walking in the city. It never changes, you know. I don't know. The DJ in his head just has no more records. It's just do. So he's walking down the street, do. And he comes across a building, a big glass building, you know, you can see your reflection into. And he comes by and he's walking, do. And all of a sudden his reflection talks to him. His reflection's like, hey, Dave, what's going on? He's like, oh, hey, not much. Just going for a stroll. Oh, yeah, where you going? I'm just going to the doctor's, do. Doctor's appointment, do. He's like, oh, yeah? Well, once you get to the doctor's, you know, you should ask him about that ED. He's like, ED? Yeah, ED. He's like, oh, I don't have ED. Why would I ask, you know, what's... Dave, you have ED. I don't have ED. Come on, dude. Dave, I was with you Saturday night and Sunday morning. You got the ED. He's like, oh, okay, and then he's happy. The thing when I'm watching this commercial, I'm like, okay, when this guy gets to the doctor's appointment, let's put the ED on the back burner. He might want to talk about that schizophrenia that's creeping up on him. He might want to talk about that first. I don't know. Call me crazy, but schizophrenia, most cases, trumps erectile dysfunction, no matter what song is playing in your head. All right, thank you. I'm Chris Timoney, and this is Sal's show. I've had a great time being here, and hope to see you soon.
Well, you are really a performer, Chris, I must say.
You're a performer. That's a great Steve Urkel.
No, you really got me, like, energized. I mean, I was just feeling your energy, and even though I'm not a comic or anything, I just had to do that.
Well, it's easy. Like I said in the I don't really do impressions, like I said in the interview, and I did a horrible one, so I kind of set it up for you to succeed, which was great, and you actually did a really good Steve Urkel.